Hey, Aaron West here with Keystone Castle Inspections. I've got my two helpers today. It is Bring Your Children to Work Day. We've got Aisley on the left. Aisley, you want to wave? And Makenzie on the right there. Uh, Brought my daughters with me on a mock inspection. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the tools that I typically use in my residential inspections. So first off, we've got this thing.
I didn't know what that was.
Do y'all want to guess what it is?
It's a magic light.
It does say magic light. Magic light.
Is it like a thing that if you put it up in the air when it's really dark out, then it'll glow?
Close. So what it does do is you can place this inside of a microwave and it will light up if the microwave is operational. So one of the things we do for our clients is we do test microwaves if they're going to convey with the property for our buyers.
That looks like a pocket knife.
Yeah, so this is just our voltage tester. And we use it to check lines, like if we see knob and tube in houses, we check it to see if it's still live, because knob and tube wiring
I think I know what
can be a
that
safety hazard. What is this?
That's to check the power thingies to see if they're working.
Yes.
The
So
outlets.
yes, that's exactly what it is. So this is an outlet
to see
tester.
if they're up to date and working.
Yes, that's exactly what it does. So what it will tell us, yep, is if it has an open ground or reverse polarity. And then we can also check our GFCIs with the little test button here. So the GFCI will pop.
I know
What's this?
all of these are.
Flashlight.
They're like bright flashlights so that you can see really good. All three of these
Nope,
are
that's
bright.
not.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah, no, she's right though. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 flashlights. Why do I have so many flashlights?
In case if
One
you
is
lose
like
one.
really bright, one is medium bright, and one is not that bright for if you don't need that much light, but you just still need a flashlight. And then the medium one is for like, I need some light, but not a lot of light. And then the big one is like, if it's a pitch black room, you can easily just like.
Yeah, pretty close. So for one, I think Mackenzie said, so if I lose one, that's true. So if I'm in an attic or something and I drop one, I've always got to have a backup. And you're
Then
right.
you get a free flashlight.
Then they get a free flashlight if they can find it in their attic. But the other thing is they've all got different beam sizes. So some of them, like the big one, I can light up a whole room, and this one's very focused, so that I
Like,
can
so that like you can check really small corners.
100%. And then what's this?
A
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. And so this screwdriver,
That screwdriver, like you don't have to keep on spinning it. It just
it ratchets. Yeah, so it ratchets, and then also it has a whole bunch of different attachments. Do y'all know what this is?
A
like
heat thingy.
a heat, of temperatures.
Almost.
A temperature tester.
Almost. So it's
Like,
not for
To
heat.
see if there's anything hot, cold.
That's going to be this guy over here.
Oh.
So that's my thermal gun. So this is for, it's a moisture meter. So it's for checking
I was close.
how damp different building materials are. So I can check
Like,
wood.
Like the attic, if it's like damp, like the cotton part of it. If it's not.
The
finished
insulation?
attic. Yeah.
So this one doesn't have a probe for checking that, but I can use the one with a probe for that. It's also used for the
Because if
decking.
there's water leaking.
Yes, 100%. So I'm going to check water leaks because sometimes there looks like there's some stains, and then I
And
push
then
it up
you-
against there and it can
or
test
like
it.
rust, you can see if it's.
And then this is the one that me and Isley were talking about.
Yep, this is our heat gun. So right now, you're coming out at about 91 degrees. You're at 89.8. And so
Yeah,
we
maybe
use
they're
that for
always freezing.
testing functionality of like a refrigerator or freezer. We also check to see what the hot water temperature is to make sure it's not scalding.
A time. No.
That's
A mini microwave.
We use this to
That's
test
a
our,
measurement.
our water pressure. So a lot of times we'll use that in an outside hose bib just to see what kind of water pressure there is.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a little bit dirty.
What is this?
That is another one of these. It just looks a little bit different. So it's an outlet tester. This will also test AFCI to make sure it resets. The other thing is this one can fit in places.
I think I know what this is.
What is that?
It's like to make sure everything's flat.
Yeah, and make sure everything's level. So I use that on things like windowsills to make
This
sure.
isn't level. It's like a centimeter off. No,
I believe
a
it.
quarter centimeter.
I believe it. So we could note that for our clients. And then, what are these?
The
Bags.
shoes so that you don't get there's shoe covers so that you don't get people's houses all muddy.
Exactly. So we always wear those.
And gloves.
And gloves. So we use gloves,
We got
especially when it's
these
cold
things
outside.
for Christmas.
Those were a Christmas gift. And so usually to start my inspection, I load up my screwdriver, my flashlight, my moisture meter, my heat gun, my microwave tester, and then Aisley's holding up a little mirror. It's got on an extension pole so I can look underneath things without having to get down. But yeah, those are...
Do you pack up not all the stuff, but
Like
some
it
of the
depends on
stuff?
what this inspection.
Well,
is.
it all comes with me. So Aisley's right. It depends on what we're doing for the inspection, but we've also got our thermal imaging gun that we use on the end of our inspections just to check to see if there's any hidden moisture leaks or just thermal anomalies. But
that we can't see.
exactly, everything goes in my bag, and then I use this little guy. I wear this
Oh, that's for your belt.
on my belt and for whatever I'm
so
using
And then
currently.
you always bring some of these with you.
Yep. We bring our business cards so that our clients can contact us. Yeah, good job. Thank you, girls.